Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. You already know who it is. It's Mr. Royal Diamond, aka Mr.RoyalNieves, coming back at you with another video. My topic today will be about self-respect. I was kind of deciding between what topic to talk about, so I'm like, self-respect is a really good thing to kind of help people build up on that, and what to tolerate and what to not tolerate in their life. Trying to get my hat together. So self-respect is basically doing something that's out of your character or doing something that's out of your boundaries. Like self-respect is like, I'm not gonna carry myself in a certain way that would disrespect me or belittle me or kind of okay, I guess what you call it, like I lower my standards of expectations, if you could say. So self-respect is basically you're not gonna allow nobody to treat you any kind of way, not allow nobody to talk to you any kind of way, and not giving people power or authority to make you feel inferior, less, or you're not capable of doing something. So self-respect comes in a lot of form, and you can develop that however you want. And self-respect is something I feel like a lot of people need in order to embrace their truth and their authenticity and everything they're trying to do in life. Self-respect is basically putting standards and boundaries in your life around your goals and dreams, all the things you're trying to accomplish, and not feeling like you have to step down to rise people up or to make other people feel more welcome, or letting people just basically walk all over you, like you don't have a say so, like you don't have no power authority over your life, like you're not someone to reckon with. Basically, that's what I'm trying to get at. So, self-respect, you can start like it's like any other habit or any other routine you're trying to build. It starts in little increments, little small steps, and self-respect also is like your worth. You know what you want out of life. You know where you're going in life, and you know what kind of person you want to have in your life, as in friends, families, a partner, or in a relationship, either a love relationship, a work relationship, a professional relationship, and it goes into like all areas in your life. It's just basically not accepting less than what you truly deserve. And I feel like a lot of people sacrifice their self-respect just for a job, just to be liked, just to be praised, just to be approved by unrealistic society standards, or just unrealistic standards. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like a lot of people feel like they have to compromise so much on their true value, their true worth, their true beauty, just to be so quote unquote appreciated, accepted, loving, or embraced. Because when you show self-respect to yourself and you raise your level of expectations, a lot of people will see that and will admire that and be like, well, I really respect you for that. I really respect you holding your ground, standing on your own 2 feet, doing your thing, and not letting nobody ever rob you or make you feel like insecure or small, make you feel like you're inferior, like you're not worth $1,000, or I wouldn't say $1,000, but you know what I'm saying, like your worth is priceless, like there's no monetary value on who you are, what you bring to the table. So sometimes it might be hard in the beginning. It might seem like you might lose some friends in the journey or in the process, but at the end of the day, like once you know what you want out of life and you're willing not to compromise on that, that's when those blessings come into your life. Like if you want to be and become, you have to adapt that mindset, adapt the identity. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to walk, talk, act, dress, look, think the part. You get what I'm saying? If that's what you want in life, that's what you gotta do. So I just feel like a lot of just good, and you don't always have to feel like you have to always lash out like emotionally, but you can really talk in like a mature and very very educated way. You know what I'm saying? Like if you feel like someone is coming at you some kind of way, someone's making you feel less, or someone's like kind of, you know what I'm saying, they're kind of like disrespecting you, in any shape or form, it's like you get be like, oh, can I have a conversation with you because I really need to get something off my chest. I need to talk to you and address a couple concerns that I have about you, or that I have the way you treat me, or your part in our relationship or our friendship. Like I don't like when you call me this. I don't like when you reference me this. I don't like when you do this or make it seem like you're better, or because all this other stuff that goes into that. You know what I'm saying? So you could be like, listen, like I do value our friendship, so this is why I feel the need to correct this. And let them know, like I was saying in my other video, let them know the consequences if this continues. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying to hit nobody. Never resort to violence. Carry yourself in a classy, calm, cool, collective, and confident way. You know what I'm saying? Because your action will always speak louder than your words. You know what I'm saying? So Make sure whatever it is in your life have like that really transparent vulnerability and honesty and transparency with the person that you want to continue a relationship with, and not be afraid if you have to walk away. You know what I'm saying? That's where self-respect comes a long way, and that's what I'm talking about, self-respect. When it comes to the decision of should I continue this relationship, knowing A, B, and C, that this is not what I want out of a relationship, this is not what somebody talking to me, treating me. Should I leave or should I stay? You know, that's why I was saying in my other videos, like, you identify the red flags, you address the red flags. You give people second chances. But after the second chance that continues, that's it. Like that's where self-respect comes. Like, you know what, enough is enough. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not tolerating. I'm not your stepping stone. I'm not your punching bag. I'm not none of that. You need to come correct when you come talking to me, or when you come try to address me about anything, or you trying to be part of my life. Because if you step out of line, out of boundary, you will not be welcome in my life. Because it's a cost to have you and to lose you. You understand what I'm telling you? You have to set the standards of how people will come at you or treat you or talk to you or behave when they're around you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people hasn't been taught that, or a lot of people are afraid to really stand on their own truth or their own self-respect because of losing people, or because sometimes when you tolerate too much, it's too much chaos, it's too much negativity, it's draining you, it's depleting you, it's not worth it at the end of the day. Like, if it cannot be a mutual benefit, that you need to have the type of mindset to be like, I refuse to allow you to take from me if you're not going to add. You get what I'm saying? And the more you subtract all these people or these circumstances, things that are draining you, depleting you, feeling like they're taking away from who you are, especially your habits, because your habits identify who you truly are and what you value. You know what I'm saying? So even like if you feel like, just like even like if you're trying to lose weight and that's your new mentality and that's your new goal, and you feel like, you temptation, like, maybe I should eat this donut. But self-respect is like, no, I'm going to respect my body. I'm going to respect what God gave me. I'm going to take care of my body. I'm not going to eat that donut. I'm not going to eat that pizza. I'm not going to eat that fast food because it's not good for my arteries. It's not good for my health, for my mind, my overall peace. You have to look at things long term, not short-term gratification, because those short-term adds up to a long life of unhealthiness and of struggle. You understand what I'm telling you? That's why it's crucial to build on your habits and routine every day. And self-respect comes a long way, and in a lot of topics and areas in your life, and the depths of that. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, since I gained the knowledge and a lot of, like from experience, and I learned by God's amazing grace, He taught me a lot of things. Not only Him and my experience, but also my coach and mentor, and the way they treat me like a person. They treat me as a child of God. They treat me with respect. They talk to me with respect. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the type of relationships you want in your life. That's why I was saying in my other video, like, it's very important to have real mentors and leaders in your life that will really guide you how to be. You know what I'm saying? That will help you become the person you want to ultimately be. That's why it's very important about the people you hang around with, because those will determine your outcome, outlook on life, and your habits. If they're not aligned with where you want to go in life, then sometimes you have to kind of like, prioritize your time that you will hang around with certain group of people. You know what I'm saying? There's only a certain amount of energy you have a day, so a certain amount of time you have in your life. So you got to really take inventory of all these things and how to direct your energy and your time, and very much your self-respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to give respect to get respect. You know what I'm saying? You give it to get it. If you give it and they don't want it and they want to be disrespectful, you know what? Aquí mi camino. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is my way. I'm also Spanish. Sometimes you will hear my bilingual side come out, when I'm into my topic. So I just feel like, respect yourself, respect your words, respect your truth, respect your body, respect people around you, respect your family members, and know how to go about it. It doesn't have to be crazy. You don't have to latch out. Always maintain your cool. Don't let your emotions speak with you. Speak with very just in a calm and peaceful and honest way, because you could tell them just like that, like, I cherish our relationship, but I feel like you acting this way, saying this, is really disrespecting me, and now I'm at a point in my life that I am not going to tolerate it. So it's either we come to a solution so we can grow together, or we can just agree to disagree, and I appreciate what we had, and I wish you nothing best in life, and I'm gonna keep it pushing. basically like that. And sometimes when you talk like that and that's like what you tell them, that's when it hits them like, oh, like I could really lose valuable people and relationships in my life if I do not get myself together, if I do not humble myself and correct the way I treat and act towards people. You can't keep acting crazy and expect people to let it slide. Because there's people who have short patience and attention spans. You understand what I'm telling you? Like there's people who are like firecrackers because they haven't yet learn how to kind of control that. That's another topic for another day. But that's why you got to be very careful how you treat people and how you carry yourself. Your body language says a lot about you. Your speech pattern says a lot about you. Your action, how you behave and how you treat others, says a lot about you. You don't have to tell me nothing for me to recognize what's going on. You get what I'm saying? Like I can see right through it. You get played off, oh, how you want, do this, that. I can see right through it. And sometimes like that, sometimes you got to tell people or kind of, because some people might be afraid to really be transparent and honest because they might feel like they might be judged or not. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes be like, listen, like I only say this because I value you and I love you and I want us to grow. That also goes like when you trying to be a real friend and tell your friends what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. And sometimes if they're real friends, they will listen to what you're saying and be like, yo, I really appreciate that. If they're really not your real friend, they will always find excuses like, oh, you always, making up excuses like, oh, you always saying this and that and da-da-da. Well, you know what? I'm a real person. That's who I am. And I'm going to keep it real with you. Because if I say you my friend and I love you and I respect you, then I'm going to tell you things you might not want to hear. You might not like to hear. But it's the honest truth because you truly, genuinely care for that person. You get what I'm saying? So thank you so much for coming to my video. Thank you so much for viewing. Comment, like, and subscribe. I love you. God bless you. Until my next video to take the world by storms. We're going to change and revolutionize humanity, people, the way we carry ourselves, our mindset. And I'm just getting started. I can't wait until everybody start pouring in. I want this to be an active channel. Let's talk. Let's get networking. Talk together. Grow together. Love each other. Be there for one another. And really just become the greatness God created us to be. Until my next video. Here we go. Peace.